What's up, guys, and welcome to Planet Coaster 2. I think I speak for all of us when I say Game of the Year, even though I haven't played it yet, but we've been looking forward to this for so incredibly long now. The fact that it's finally here is crazy. So if you're excited, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe. If you haven't already, it would be greatly appreciated. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. I didn't even eat breakfast this morning, dude. I was way too excited to get my hands on this, but we're not gonna waste any time with a sandbox or career park. We're gonna jump straight in to a brand spanking new franchise. We can choose a starting location pretty much anywhere we want around the globe, but we all know we're gonna end up smack dab in the center of the US in good old-fashioned corn country. So what does this say over here? Location effects. Lots of starting resources allows for rapid expansion, and guests will be easy to please, but will never turn up in high numbers, something we're gonna wanna keep in mind. Starting resources, $500,000 and 150,000 research points. And here we are, ladies and gents, our first theme park. Okay, people are already leaving, so we should probably pause things. Pause is not P anymore. What is... Pause is spacebar now. Okay, things are already very different. With just that change, dude, I can tell things are gonna be very, very different. But I'm happy to see that we don't have that weird tunnel anymore. The guests appear to arrive at the theme park / water park via these buses instead. That's, honestly, that makes a lot more sense. So this first episode's probably gonna be chock full of me just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Obviously, there's been a lot of changes since the first game. For some reason, it didn't let me name my park, so I'm gonna do that right here real quick. Let's just go with Toogii Land, right? Stick to what we know. We've got ticket prices here, pool pass prices, priority pass prices, and then heat maps up here at the top. That is a very new thing, kind of reminiscent of Planet Zoo, but for our guests, we have mood, entertainment, hunger, thirst, restroom, nausea, energy, panic, luxury, and sunburns. Again, that's just guests. We have staff morale, staff pay, staff breaks, power, water cleanliness, profit heat maps, scenery score, scenery rating, scenery cleanliness heat maps even, and then operation conditions and pool safety. That's a lot. Not gonna lie, that is a lot to take in. I don't even know where to start, dude. I'm having like an out-of-body experience right now. It doesn't even feel real. Like someone needs to pinch me. Let's start with paths. How about that? That's something we're gonna be using throughout the park, so we might as well figure out how it works now. We've got regular paths, queues, staff paths, which again, very reminiscent of Planet Zoo. Bunch of different building tools to help us build the paths that we want to build, which is awesome. It's set on curve right now. Where's our width? That's going to be this guy. So we want that super, super wide so it matches the width of our starting gate here. And then what do we want to do? I don't even have a plan for this park yet, dude. I just got here. Let's go with asphalt. Something basic. We can even change the color of the asphalt, dude. This is a wild. Copy existing texture. What's that about? Oh, that's gonna allow us to, you guessed it, copy an existing texture that's already in the park. Okay, that makes sense. So how would we change an existing path texture then? It's not as simple as just clicking on it. Maybe there's a tool up here for that. Customize brush. That did it. Okay, nice and simple. I'm into it. There doesn't seem to be a grid feature anymore, at least not at first glance. There's probably a way to do something similar, but I think what I'm gonna do just to get us going here is kind of bring a path out and around. So we'll have a bunch of open space here in the center. So maybe we'll have our first pool smack dab in the center, and we can put a bunch of rides sort of around the perimeter of the water park. Again, I have no real plan here. This is quite literally the first time that I've played this game, so we're just gonna wing it and hope for the best. Let's move on to pools then. We've got a bunch of different blueprint pools to choose from. Of course, we could create our own custom pool and add a bunch of pool extras to it. Just to keep things simple, I think we're gonna go with the huge rectangular pool right here. Oh, dude, it even snaps alongside the path. That is nice. That is really nice. Okay, try to get this as center as we can. That looks decent. Close enough anyways. Not only does it snap to the edge of the path, but also the paths auto connect, dude. Wild. I never thought we would actually see this. And it even comes with a lifeguard. Okay, let's take a look at him and see what we have to do there. Staff zone, of course, there isn't one because we're just getting started. His pay is fair. He has no break scheduled for today. That kind of sucks for this guy. We can choose his pay. It even gives us a pay scale, which is really helpful. No more having to look up what we should be charging each employee. It's like built into the game now. Would you believe me if I said I've already been here for 45 minutes just trying to figure out how everything works? But we've got our pool, we've got 2 lifeguards, we've got 8 diving boards, which should be more than enough. So now we're probably going to need some facilities, some utility facilities. So we've got a power distributor, a water filter, water pump, power generator, and an underground well. I don't know which one we're gonna need. I suppose the heat maps are probably gonna help us with that. Oh, so we have no power? We've got no power, right? Meow. Follow-up question, do we even need power? Judging by the heat map, it doesn't look like it. So we're probably good on that. Water filter, though, we do need. So let's try to put that guy maybe just over here. As long as this heat map, the little radius here, is touching the water, I think we're okay on that. What about a water pump? That would require power, so we probably don't need that yet. Power generator. Also probably don't need that. Maybe we do, dude. I have no idea. This is all new to me. Connected pumps 0. Okay, so we do need a water pump. We'll put that right next to the filter, and this is gonna need power. So then we don't need a distributor just yet. What we need is a power generator. And we'll put that right next to that guy. I'm already so confused, but I know that we need to connect this pump to the filter just next to it. The only problem is I don't know how to do that, and if we hit new filter, it's just gonna give us another filter. So there's gotta be some way to tether those two things together. Maybe if we go to locate in browser, is there, water pipes, baby, and then power cables. So if we connect a water pipe from here to here, those two should be connected now, correct? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and then if we go back to that and we connect power cables from here, oh, that's not gonna work. So we are going to need a power distributor as well. We'll connect that to the generator, and now we've got power. So you really do need all 4 of those things in order to have a functioning water park anyways. We haven't even got to the theme park side of it yet. So now that we have that taken care of, let's take a look at our staff facilities. We've got locations for our staff to rest at. We've also got a mechanic workshop. I'm guessing we're gonna wanna put that kind of close to those things, and then we can do a staff resting facility just on the other end of that. I will be using a lot of blueprint things today, just to kind of, again, figure out how everything works, and then we'll slowly but surely get into the real customization aspect of this game. So let's just bring out a path from here, and try to get it to connect up to all of these new facilities. Or wait a minute. Hang on, let's go back a second. We're probably gonna want this to be a staff path instead of a path that just anyone could walk down. There we go. That's more like it. I don't love the texture. We could probably change that later on if we really think that we need to. But for now, as long as these paths are accessible, we should be all right. Ooh, that one looks kind of funky. I guess now we should probably add in some of our staff members. So we're probably gonna want at least 1 janitor. We'll add 1 of them, 1 mechanic. We don't need any vendors. We already have the 2 lifeguards, thanks to our blueprint pool over there. We don't need a ride attendant. An entertainer could be good. I'm thinking we go with her. What was her name again? Queen Splash. We've got King Coaster and now Queen Splash. So there we go. Oh, I just hit P thinking that was pause, dude. That's really gonna take me a while to get used to. There we go. All right, so I think we're good. Let's see if these people are gonna make their way inside the park or not. Ticket prices are free. It's gonna be interesting. Oh, they turned around. Why? Maybe we don't have everything that we need to get people in here. I don't know, people are starting to pour out the buses a lot. A lot faster. Oh, they wanted coasters, which we don't have. I understand. Okay. There are no changing rooms. Okay, let's pause again. We're probably gonna want to add some of those. We'll have one on that corner right yonder, and then we'll do another on the opposite side. It's you know, on either side of the main path as they sort of walk towards the pool, so that should work out well. And then maybe we'll just do one toilet somewhere. Doesn't have to be on the main path, I suppose. Let's do that out here. And again, all this is pretty much just temporary, right? We really do need to figure out what it is that we need to do first. There I am hitting P again on the keyboard. It's spacebar. I'll figure it out one of these days, I promise. Our first guests have entered the park. There are no guest services with pool passes. Okay, we're missing some other stuff? We are missing some other stuff. Pool passes are $5 and they don't know where to get those at. What the heck's a body dryer? No way, for real? Okay, I mean, maybe they'd be interested in that. I don't know, they just walk in there and it dries them off. No need for towels, not in these parts. And then guest services, I'm assuming that's that other building that we're gonna need. Kind of like the information kiosk, except it's gonna allow guests to purchase park passes, or pool passes. Yeah, there we go. They can buy sunscreen, umbrellas, priority passes, pool passes, lots of stuff from here. And they are pouring in right now. We're probably gonna want like more changing rooms. Yeah, those seem pretty backed up already. Hey, that's my bad. That's my bad, guys. I'm kind of new to this whole water park aspect of things, but that's the reason I wanted to check it out first. You know, we can build a coaster. Well, a lot of you probably wouldn't agree with me saying that. We know how to build a coaster. They always turn out pretty bad, but flat rides too. You know, we've got that locked down. It's the new water park stuff that I really wanted to make sure we have figured out. They're loving the diving boards right off the bat. The water looks so good too, dude. It looks so good. In the original game, this little gap in the paths here would have been the bane of my existence. But here in Planet Coaster 2, we've got the edit tool. Check out how easy this is now to just extend this path over and get it to connect to the other one. It's insane. It's actually insane. Now that we've got our main pool path extended, we've got a lot more room for these day beds and things. We just have to figure out where the heck those are. So I'm gonna go into pools, pool extras. Oh, so it's under scenery. Okay. And then we've got our sun loungers right here. I'm gonna add a couple.
A few moments later.
I know it doesn't look very good, but I'm hoping that having all of these chairs set out will kind of help us see what effects the sun has on our guests, because we know from the heat maps that sunburns are a thing. So we're probably gonna want some shaded areas. Once we start actually building our theme park again, this is just sort of a mock-up so we can figure out what's what. But this whole configuration with like the changing rooms on either side of the main strip here, that is not gonna fly. It is way too congested. It's cramped. I don't like it. We could move these elsewhere, I suppose. Let's do that. We'll see how much that's actually gonna help. We'll slide this guy over there, and we'll slide this one just next to it. Having just two changing rooms doesn't seem to be a good idea either. I'm thinking we duplicate these and add just two more right over here. That should help out, I would think. What's up, guys? Why you waving? Are you stuck or something? You're good. Guests can't reach the park entrance and want to leave. What are you talking about? I want to move on now to facilities. So we've got all the pool facilities set up. What we don't have yet is some food shops. So let's see what we have here. Hi-Yo Sushi. This used to be Hi-Ya Sushi in the first game. It looks like they've had a little bit of a rebranding. Hot Dog Squad, good to see that making an appearance. Viva La Vegan, that's a new front. Chief Beef, of course. Pizza Pen, and Gelato Bros, another new one. That's for food. Drinks, we have Latte Love. Gulpy, we've seen that. Pip Shot Juice, we've seen. Slush Hour, another possible rebrand there. Soda Lightful. That's really funny. That's honestly punny. Very punny. I like it. And then Cosmic Cow. What do we have for gift shops? Hats Fantastic, Looney Balloons, Just a Memento, and a new one, the Splash Emporium. So let's do some food shops probably over here. I don't think I want to do Hi-Yo Sushi. Let's go with the OG, right? Let's do a Chief Beef in here. And then just because I like the name of it, we're gonna add a Soda Lightful just next to it. Right there, looks pretty solid to me. Okay, so when you place facilities down, I'm noticing they aren't open automatically. You do have to manually open them up. Maybe there's a setting that you can enable or disable to make that a little bit faster. Let's see what Chief Beef is offering. Dude, I can't even think straight with all the splashing going on behind me. Good Lord. I didn't realize how many people we had in the pool, dude. We're just shy of about 500 total guests in the water park. It's not a theme park, right? Because we don't have any actual rides just yet. One of our lifeguards is on break, I'm guessing, since he's not at his post. So we're probably gonna wanna add in another one of those. And then all the people with the burger and the check mark. Does that mean they want food? Oh, that means they need food. Okay. Anyways, let's see what they're offering here. We've got plain burgers, cheeseburgers, and gluten-free burgers. All of them have the ingredients listed, so that's probably gonna be something that we're gonna wanna pay attention to. Maybe later game. And then Soda Lightful. Oh yeah, right here. Soda Lightful Shop 3 has drinks that I can have. Meaning there could be some stuff that certain guests maybe wouldn't be able to have because they have an intolerance or an allergy or something like that. Dude, it's so in-depth. It's crazy. Like, there's so much new stuff here. We've got a sugar-free cola, sugar-free lemonade, and sugar-free orange soda. Up here with pricing, you can set it to bargain pricing, or you can create your own custom pricing. We'll just leave it on bargain for right now. I think that should be okay. All right, so let's get another lifeguard then, shall we? We just take one of these, drop them down over here, and they should be good to go. Bud? Hey, I'm gonna need you to, like, man your battle station, if you don't mind. I'm not even sure where you're off to at the moment. I'm having a quick look through all of our employees, but you know what I just thought of? I know we don't have any rides or anything like that in the park just yet, but I'm wondering if it's gonna be similar to the first game, where if we left the entrance fee free, we could take the ride's prestige and divide it by 35 to get, like, the perfect ticket price. I wonder if that's gonna be a thing here too, or if we're gonna have to learn a whole new algorithm for pricing all the stuff in the park. Ooh, look at this. People are actually sunning. That's cool. That is very cool. You guys wanna be immediately overstimulated by sound? This is what being in our pool sounds like. It's very loud. There's constant splashing. Nobody's drowned yet, though I have seen a couple of people, like, waving. I'm not sure if they're waving to their friends or if they're trying to get a lifeguard's attention. Again, we don't have a lifeguard at this post for whatever reason. This one's been hanging in there, doing what they do. Oh, no. I wonder if the lifeguard left their post to save someone. Hang on, this is the biggest game of Where's Waldo ever. We gotta try to find the lifeguard. There he is. I see him with his little floaty thing. Okay, so he is still here, doing his job. He just jumped in the pool to probably try to save someone. Good job, brother. Proud of you. But yeah, overstimulating for sure if you get a little too close to the pool. So, we know now that basically building a water park isn't super difficult, but it does require a couple of things sort of up front, right? You got to have some of that stuff in place before you just go adding in pools willy-nilly. But there's another thing that we still haven't checked out yet, and that is the new Flumes tab, meaning slides, essentially, right? So we've got a bunch of different blueprint ones to choose from. We can, of course, create our own custom body slide, body flume, or body slide wide. Whatever that is. Your guess is as good as mine. I want to add in one of these blueprint ones though, just to save us a little bit of time here. We'll get this thing rotated around, and we're probably gonna have to get rid of at least 2 of these diving boards, unfortunately. But I think that should be a good spot for it. Look at how easy it is to add that to a pool too, dude. That's crazy. Right, guests. I'm gonna pause it because it's loud. Guests can't quite reach the flume. So if we just do this real quick, that should hopefully fix that issue. Oh, wait. Does it need to be a queue though? Or is the staircase to the flume technically the queue? I don't know how that works. I guess we'll just hit play and we'll see what happens. They should be good now. Dude, there's a bunch of trash everywhere already. That's something else we didn't add. Oh, the ride's untested. You test it? That's amazing. You test it with actual test dummies like you would a coaster or something else. That's so sick, dude. Okay, it should be open now, and it looks like we've got prestige, a reputation, a scenery rating with these things as well. The guests are gonna have to pay for a pool pass in order to get in the pool, right? But they're also gonna have to pay an additional $4 just to go down the slide. Anyways, I'm getting a little distracted. Back to trash cans. We're gonna choose the resort bin right here. We'll put one just at the entrance. Is this path working even though it's not a queue? I guess so. Okay, hopefully the guests don't like stack up on it or do anything weird. That one lady that just turned around is probably gonna cause some issues. Maybe not. They're just gonna bump shoulders, no big deal. So we've got one trash can over there. We'll add another here. And then we'll do, God, there's so much trash at the front. We'll do 2 on either side of the main path. And then, truthfully, that'll probably be all right. Because we've got a janitor making his rounds right now. He can probably get all the stuff on the ground cleaned up, no problem. Here comes the next person down the slide. Dude, that looks so good. It looks so good. And it's just a blueprint, you know? I'm sorry, what? Is a portion of this slide transparent? Yo, that is so sick. Is it transparent or translucent? I'll leave that up to you guys to decide. What's this notification about? Guests can't reach the flume platform. Right, yeah, that's not actually supposed to be there. Sorry to get you guys excited. We're gonna go ahead and delete that notification. So, we've added a flume or a slide to the pool. There's also wave pools. I think you have to make those custom. I didn't see any blueprint wave pools in here unless there's one right here. We gotta see what that looks like, right? I mean, we just gotta. Look at that, dude. What a thing of beauty. I wonder if you could like crank up the wave pool, you know what I'm saying? Like just make the waves absolutely massive. Doesn't look like you can change much of anything in here, not even the color of the wave machine. Wait, where are these umbrellas at? Dude, I was looking for these. That's what I was gonna add in between all these chairs, but I looked everywhere. I couldn't find them. It's got to be in scenery somewhere. I probably just missed it. There are also some inflatables that you can kind of place around. I don't know that guests will interact with them or if they're just decorative, but that's another pretty cool thing. Check this out. If we move this anywhere else, we should be able to scale it, no? Yep, right here. It's currently at 100% of its scale. We could make it really, really small, or we could make it 3 times the size that it should be. Look at that sucker, dude. See, again, I wonder if people would actually, like, interact with this, or if it's just a decorative thing that is gonna take up space. But the fact that you can scale things is... I keep saying this, everything's crazy, everything's insane. That's this game for you. It really is all of those things. Good to see people enjoying themselves in the wave pool too. Okay, so we've got wave pool. We've got slides or flumes. We've got regular pools, diving boards. What do we have for track rides? Of course, there's a whole like research credit that you're gonna need to accumulate. We currently have 150,000 just starting out, which is amazing. But I'm guessing you're gonna have to use those points, much like we did in Planet Zoo, to research track rides, flat rides, coasters, maybe new pools, new flumes. I honestly don't know. The sky's probably the limit. But right out the gates, we've got a wide log flume. Am I reading that right? Did that say wide log flume? Again, I don't even know what that means, but it looks crazy. It almost looks like the blueprint might save the path too when you place it down. That's gonna save so much time. That is gonna save so much time. Okay, not enough power to open. Let's see, let's figure out the reason why that is. Can it just not reach all the way out there? We'll go to heat maps, power. Oh, I see. Okay, well, let's pause it. Hang on. I can fix this, I can fix this. We just need to add an additional distributor right yonder. And then if we head back, I already don't remember how we were able to pull up the wires and the pipes and everything to get all this stuff connected, but I just learned that if you click on these and then double click on them, it kind of drops you back into that interface. So we just need to go from that transformer, or no, that's a distributor, to this distributor. And that should be all we need to do there, right? We're gonna want one more of these guys right up here. Now we just connect that to this guy. Beautiful. Okay, we should have power then. Maybe just not enough power? It says no power like at all. Maybe we need more power. Let's just duplicate that building. We'll put it just across the way. And then if we head back into facilities. Facilities is the one that we want. That's how you get the water pipes and the power cables and stuff like that. So now, if we put this on that, we should have enough power, right? Still says not enough. Oh, extra power required 49. Okay, so do we lose power then? No, it's at 154. Okay, yeah, we need more power. How about now? There we go. Okay, she's finally up and running. However, we're gonna have to pause things one mo again. Let's actually get rid of this path that we made for our flume, because I do think that having a proper queue would probably help with people walking up and then turning it away because the stairs are full. So now that we have that, we just have to connect this to here and this to here. The paths aren't matching. I know, it's gonna be fine, right? This is all just one big test anyways. Okay, River Trek doesn't have enough power to open. That should not be an issue anymore, right? Hopefully. Let's test it. Let's test her out. We'll see what we think. What is this? It's a turntable. Yo, what? Okay, I cannot wait to see what happens when the log flume thing reaches down here. That's wild. There's two turntables on this thing. Okay, so we're about to see a turntable in action then. How do we fast forward now? Is there no keybind for that? Do we have to manually click it? That's okay. That's okay. I'm certainly not gonna complain. But how does this work, dude? I've never seen anything like this before. Wait, it's gonna go backwards? Stop it. Wow. Wow, I really like that. I really like that. I know we have drop tracks for coasters now. I think there's another thing. It's probably similar to the turntable here for the log flume. But that, again, it's crazy, dude. Everything we've seen today has just been bananas. I'm here for it, though. Yeah, they just went down that drop backwards. Now we can open her up. I was worried when I was looking at like the reveal trailer and stuff for this game that we were gonna have to manually add an operator to each and every ride, but it seems like so long as you add a blueprint, because again, that's all we've really done so far today, it seems like it'll kind of auto hire a person, so that's good. It's gonna save us a little bit of time on that front. We've got a starting prestige of 715. It's got a new reputation, of course, because it is new, and only a 4% Q scenery rating. Not very good, but at least it's open. I love this too. Got like an old Viking ship with some waves around it. Power generator 2 has an expired, I'm sorry, what? Has an expired service badge? What is that? And its condition is degraded. Huh? Expired service badge? What does that even mean? We do have a mechanic, right? Mechanic already requested. Okay, let's do a little fast forwarding here. There's got to be a keybind for fast forwarding. I refuse to believe that you have to click on it manually every time. And I have no idea where our mechanic is. Maybe resting? They are in fact resting at the moment. So as soon as they're done, they should take care of whatever the water filter and water pump need. Uh-oh. What's this about? Plunge bowl is too dirty. No clean water, huh? All right, well, we're gonna have to pause to kind of process this at a water facility. Do we need a water filtration unit out here too? Oh, you know what? Probably, because I doubt this one. Yeah, it kind of doesn't reach those areas. Well, this one just needs water. I don't know if it needs a filtration unit per se. This wave pool definitely needs some type of water filtration though. So I'm gonna grab this and we'll just duplicate it. Kind of drag it on over here a little ways. Moving on from track rides then, let's see what sort of flat rides we have available. Of course, these are just the default ones. There's probably way more that you can get to once you've, completed the proper research and whatnot, but we've got teacups. We've got more teacups. We've got the upswing. More teacups. More teacups. And last but not least, more teacups. So it looks like you start with what? Teacups and the upswing. And that's it. So everything else you would have to research. But I think we could put one of these over here. I'm not super concerned, obviously, about this place looking all pretty and whatnot. I just want it to function. That way we can figure out how everything works. So back down to paths. We're gonna need just a basic exit path. Going over to here. And then we're gonna have to delete a couple more of these chairs just to make some room. But now we need a queue from here to here. Easy. It's too easy. Guests can't reach the park entrance and they want to leave. Some people have been saying that. I'm not really sure what they're on about because a lot of people have been able to leave. Anyways, do we have to test this? Probably. Let's test her out. Look at the amount of detail though. Like all the things on the teacups, everything that's placed on the side of the teacup, in the center of the teacup, that's all custom. That's obviously not how the teacup ride, comes by default. And then on top of that, we can add patterns to the rides. We can change pretty much every color imaginable on this thing. It's just, what even is this? What is life? And then, of course, we've got coasters. It's in the name of the game. It would be weird if they didn't have coasters, you know what I'm saying? But we've got the Minder, we've got the Mountain Descent, or the Gulpy Giant one. Interesting. Let's choose that one. You think we could get away with having this thing go, just slightly over top of the wave pool? Nobody's gonna hit their head on that, right? It's not like we have a diving board or anything. I think we're okay. Oh, but still no power. See, that is a new tricky part to this game. The whole power, the whole needing to add water pumps and filtration units and stuff like that. It adds a whole new layer to everything. We've got 2 additional generators now, so I'm gonna run a new power line from that all the way over to this one, and that should allow us to power this coaster. Beautiful. Wait, dude, I didn't even notice it's raining. We never had weather in the original Planet Coaster. This is entirely new to Planet Coaster, dude. I mean, did we have weather in Planet Zoo? I don't remember. It's been a while since we played that. Now that we've got power, the only thing we have left to do is test the thing. First time we've ever ridden a coaster in the rain. Hopefully nothing bad happens to us, right? Let's see how she does. These blueprint coasters, man, I'll tell you what. Perfect. Chef's kiss. So much better than anything that I could build. So now that the testing is complete, we can open her on up. Look at that, dude. Look at the ragtag theme / water park that we've created here. At least now we kind of have a bit better understanding, I feel like, of how each system kind of works. And now we know that we're gonna need a lot of power for a lot of stuff. We probably didn't cover everything today, but I feel like we've got the basics figured out so that in the next episode, we can actually start building our empire. So with that, that is unfortunately where we're gonna wind things down at for today. Once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.